This is Toasted Lavender Podcast, as if you didn't know.
And we've never done this before.
Listen, we really have never done this before. We ate before we started this podcast. Yeah,
That's
that is
true.
a first.
We haven't ever done that before.
I don't think we've ever done that.
We're a little less drunk, which is probably a good thing.
Or we're just like right on key.
We're borderline right now.
Yeah.
It'll still be great. So, we need to lift our spirits because this is the Pride episode. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
I can just hear the little clip. All right, so let's talk about what we're starting off the Pride episode with drinking.
3 things. A Sumu Hazy IPA by Ketos Brewing, which means thanks in Finnish.
And apparently it's like an all-vegan beer is what it's been sold to me as. So
Interesting.
I don't know exactly what that means about all of their other beers, but...
Okay. All right. Well, that's one of them. Should we try that right now?
Let's try that one. Let's do it. This is them here.
Alrighty. Cheers.
Go ahead, honey.
Cheers. Go ahead.
Cheers.
Sumu, which is spelled like sumo, but instead of an O, it's a U.
Lisa and I are going to try this other beer while you guys are trying.
Okay.
So Lisa and I have the Salt and Pickle Ale from Ketos. It is... There's no, like, description. But it's a Salt and Pickle Ale. Light ale with pickling spices.
And both of these beers are from Salt and Hops.
Mm-hmm.
So
Our local beer
cheers to
store.
Salt and Hops. They have a great selection.
Okay, this pickle beer is like clear, and it really just kind of reminds me of like...
That is the worst pickle beer I've ever had.
Uh-oh.
It reminds me of like...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Honesty matters.
I don't like it.
Honesty matters.
I don't get
Do you
pickle, but I get
like ocean water.
ocean water. Oh, wow.
Salty.
I'm thinking of like the brine that the pickles are in. Or like a salt and
how I
vinegar
felt.
potato chip.
It's not. It's
All
not.
right.
It's,
Yeah, let's do a tradesy.
No, this is. No, thank you.
It is
I should have
so light.
Sorry, everyone. That was.
Yeah, it
yucky.
looks like
It is so light.
Don't buy this beer.
It's like
Sorry, ketos.
straw color.
It's yucky.
I don't know if I could go from like that to
Oh,
that.
no.
This feels like my palate is
No,
like
no,
real...
no. Nope.
Yeah, I
Yep,
don't like
sorry.
that.
That is
Sorry.
like the first Ketos
ocean
beer.
water is literally.
Yeah. That's what it tastes like.
You get salt more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's not like tart. It's not pickly. It's not herby. It's just like salty and.
It's just brine. Like it reminds me of a brine.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
All right.
Sorry.
Hey, thank you for having the same reaction.
What's the like thumbs down sound effect?
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Oh yeah, you got like kind of the trombone. Oh, am I doing it too?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I feel like it's a lot of pressure.
We won't.
Wah wah.
Oh, I like the... Aw.
That honk.
There was
at
a
the
honk
end.
Yeah,
at the
there's
end.
kind of a honk at the end. Mine's a little more muppety.
All right, let's talk about this sumu.
All right. I'd rather...
I
Thank
don't
God.
know.
That I'm sorry, but that pickle
This
beer is
has
gonna
to
be
go.
a dump.
It has to-
It's
Okay,
gonna
we're
be a
throwing
dump.
it out. We're
Dump
throwing
it right
out.
now, please.
Okay.
Sorry, keto.
Sorry,
You-
ketos.
You never let me down like this, but that is nasty.
This is like a wait. Let me first take a photo
Oh,
for
honey.
Untapped.
Okay.
Okay.
And people are gonna want to see what we're talking about on our social
But
media.
just don't put it on Instagram or anything. Don't. give
Yeah,
it,
we
like,
don't
a
need to
bad
put
shout
salt
out.
in the wound.
No.
Salt in the.
But that is nasty.
That was not good. And it makes you wonder, like, you never know if it really tasted like that when they gave
I
a
get
green
one like
light.
this?
I don't think
Oh,
they
yeah.
would put out something.
You
I
sure
don't know.
can.
I guess once you've
Never
invested
know.
all the money in a brew and
It would be hard to dump
what
a
would
beer.
we rate that thing?
Fucking
I
less than
don't
one.
know.
it's like a 0.25.
We don't have to.
Yeah,
I'm
just
not
don't
going to.
rate
I
it.
just want to see what's happening there.
Okay.
Yeah, we
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 disposed
crumpled
of
the
all
can.
evidence.
3.85 is its average.
Well, I'm glad other people like it, but I don't.
Maybe we got a bad.
Do you want to know what
I think
the descriptor words?
I like pickle
Yes.
beer when it's pickle beer.
Astringent.
I feel like
it's
if
witch
anyone
hazel.
uses astringent in the description of a beer, it's not going to be good.
Ew.
Just my opinion.
Okay.
Okay.
Gross.
Oh, shit.
So sorry.
Well,
Moving on.
we tried it.
So somebody asked me today what hops are in this, and I have no idea. It doesn't say.
Wow, what a fun job you have now to answer those types of questions.
It is fun, but then I feel like a jackass when I don't know the answer. So it doesn't have enough information
to
on
know.
the can.
It's a lot to know.
It's a lot to know.
Okay, the average for this one is lower than the pickle one.
No,
That
you tell
surprises
us.
me because I like this one.
3.53.
Does it have a description, Lisa? Can you tell us what it's trying to be?
There's no description.
No.
The flavor profile is hazy, floral, sweetness, grapefruity, and tropical.
Yeah,
That's all I
It's
got.
a little sweet,
Yeah.
but it's better than ocean water.
I feel like my palate's just blown out from that.
yeah,
Brine.
that was.
I would give this a 3.5.
Yeah, that's about what the average is.
It finishes really
It's
sweet.
fine. Yeah,
It's fine.
It has
better
kind
than
of
the
a
last.
weird aroma.
yeah.
It has kind of a
Sorry,
weird
Ketos.
nose on it.
These
that
both
I
let me
don't
down.
love.
Well,
Can't win them all.
at least we're together for
At
this
least we had
experience.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is craft beer week, and so as
We're
a saving
crafty.
grace, I want to do a quick shout out to Chris at Ketos, who developed the Sage Pale Ale recipe.
Yeah.
That is my current favorite beer ever.
It's so good.
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah.
We met Chris, and he gave us his secret recipe, which I won't repeat because it was a personal conversation. I don't want to break his trust. But it sounds like the recipe sounds delicious, and it's no wonder that the beer is delicious. And so Ketos, these two beers were not our favorites, but my favorite beer is your Sage Pale. So take that however you will.
That's a win.
Yep, that's a win. I agree.
You got to take risks.
Yeah.
All right. We're moving on to our third beer, our final round, Treehouse Earth Day, which is a very fun can. There's like a bonsai tree with a tree house in it.
Shout out
But
to
then-
Blake and Ash.
But then there's also like an electric car and pine trees and a bench and a bumblebee and a birdhouse.
There's a lot going on.
And it's just a little low, boy. It's like 5%. Just a little
That's all we
chill.
need, really.
Yeah.
It says, oh, there's a whole Earth Day. They used Nelson Sauvin and Hallertau Blanc. Okay, we're in for a treat. Crisp, refreshing, hop-forward pale ale. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really
what
good.
it sounds like.
It's
move
exactly
away
what
from-
I thought it would be.
That for a moment. Do you want some more of this?
No, I can't.
All right.
Interesting. Yeah.
Shout out to Blake and Ash who brought this back for us from...
The best beer that we've had so far.
Yeah, that's good. That's a redemption from some of these other items that we've had.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What would you rate it?
4 1/4.
I was going to give it a 4.
One of the descriptor words is opaque.
Opaque.
What the fuck does opaque taste like?
That's not a flavor.
That's not a flavor.
Yeah, I don't...
Oh.
I can't...
That's an appearance.
Oh. Yeah.
Like you can't see through it.
Yeah, it is opaque. Okay, I got you.
I know, but it's under flavor profile.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know about
That's
that.
weird.
They don't know. They're like, I don't know. It's too opaque. Ask again later. It's like the 8 ball.
The magic 8 ball.
Maybe.
I like it. We use those same hops in that IPL that won a gold.
Sure.
Oh.
But we did. Do you guys remember Brute IPAs?
Yeah.
Yeah, those like came and went.
flash
didn't
in the
they?
pan.
Yeah, they were.
We won a gold medal on a Brute IPA that had these same hops.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked the
They're
Brute IPA
Because
fad.
they're not like
but-
they don't have like a lingering
Let's
heaviness.
make a Brute soon.
Yeah,
'cause-
like they just like came
like
and
hop
went.
water.
It's literally just
yeah,
like
we
it
need hop
is.
water this
Yeah.
summer. We don't
Yeah.
need like sweet.
We need more Brute IPAs.
Beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's
I
bring it back.
agree.
We'll redo the IPL.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Bring it
Below the
back.
line. That's what it was called.
Well, my name's Alex, and I go with she, her pronouns.
My name's Lisa, and I also use she, her pronouns.
I'm Lindsay, and I use she, her, and hers pronouns every fucking time.
Oh, my.
I'm Kai, and I use he, him pronouns.
This is our Pride episode, and since you've stuck with us for the last however many
15
minutes
years.
that we've been talking about the beers that we tried and the horrible pickle beer that we had, I guess we're ready to get to the meat of our
Is that
episode.
a pride metaphor? Like some years are like that pickle beer, and some years are like this treehouse beer.
Lisa, I thought you were going to talk about how I said the word meat.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
I would never do that to you.
Thank you, but we all expected it.
Well,
I was ready.
sorry, I let you down / made you feel relieved.
You let everyone else down. Don't worry.
Okay.
I let you down / helped you out.
Tell me your metaphor for pride again. That sometimes you get
Sometimes
salty,
it sucks.
salty babies that suck.
Salty.
Salty babies.
Babies?
I don't like those words together. Salty babies.
Sorry, I mean twinks.
Oh.
Alex.
Is this how we want to get into prides? We want to talk about all the
We're here to create a divide.
Prides, the sub prides.
Sorry,
my
just cut this all out,
God.
please. God. Pretend I didn't say any of that.
No, it's funny though because I was scrolling through Instagram today and it was like so and so didn't realize he was a twunk.
Twunk.
Like he used to be
Twink.
a twink?
Hunk? Chunk?
Twunk. I don't know, but I don't want anyone calling me a twunk.
That's hard to say. I feel
Don't
like
ever.
it's easy to slip
I don't know
up.
what that means, and I don't want to be called it.
Yeah.
A twunk. Yeah.
Did you know-
Anyways,
It sounds like
mind.
you have
It
a
doesn't matter.
lisp.
twunk?
Like you
Sounds like you're
can't
trying
say
to
your
say
R's,
trunk.
unfortunately.
Yeah. And we don't want to
Like it sounds like you're learning to.
We don't want to
talk.
be insensitive.
You sound like everyone's
salty
second
babies.
cousin when we were 10 years old.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But anyway,
I don't know.
twinks.
Okay.
Shall we go on with
Shout
the
out to
twinks?
all the twinks that are listening to us.
Isn't that what
Don't say it. Don't
Queer
you
as
go there.
Folk was all about?
I don't know.
I mean, Justin.
Sort of. I mean, pretty much. I don't know.
It's coming back.
Man, I loved
Coming
Queer as
back.
Folk. That was a huge thing in my life.
I heard that everyone's really stoked on the new preview. For
It'll
it.
never be as good, right? I mean, it's like anything that has a sequel where you really loved it and you're like, it can't ever be that good again. You think it'll be that good?
I'm in the minority where I like really love the new L Word, like better than the original.
We still haven't watched it.
You guys are the worst
It's-
gays I've ever met.
Honey, I don't know that I can agree with you. I enjoy it and it is way more inclusive and that is great. And I do respect that part of it. But like, it is so cheesy. Like,
Did you forget the original show? The original show was just as cheesy.
But
Do
you
we
were
go back
also
and rewatch?
you were like 10 years younger.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and just eating up all that gay shit. And guess what? You still are.
still
watch
I should
you
take.
out.
I feel like we need a photographer here because, like, I am not ever ready for all the times I want to take a photograph.
Can we hire Birdsong to come?
She's just here, like zooming in on it.
We just call our own paparazzi to coming.
Oh my god.
Well, it's only like a second after it happens, and I'm like, wow, that would have been really great. Anyway, because we're all just talking into microphones.
Yeah.
Twinks, twunks, hunks, and
I guess we're
the
ready
L word.
for Pride. Now that we've gone through all of that.
Yeah, we're ready.
I feel like we're really in it now.
We
Let's
are.
get in the swamp of the Pride.
The swamp. God. Okay. I have a couple things that I wrote down, and I thought, I don't know if anyone else has anything. they
No,
wanna
please
say.
take the wheel.
Alex, take the wheel.
Okay. Thank you.
You need to say that
Yeah.
someday.
So since God, thank you, both of you.
Yeah.
Since our biggest big city close to us is Salt Lake City, can you set the scene for what Pride weekend looks like in Salt Lake City?
Mm.
Just if I'm someone that has never been there before, I want you to like give me the rundown and prepare me for
The
going
way
to
that you
Pride.
know it or remember
The way that
it.
you know it, the last time you went or whatever.
Okay, so the last time I went, I think it was it at Library Square on 4th South? Like it's
Like
in that
where we just
park
went to
right-
Kilby Court?
Yep, it's in
Bog
that park
party?
right in front of the library, and it's very hot and
It's always hot
There's
as
no
fuck.
shade.
You see gay everywhere all over downtown though. Like the second you get off the freeway, like I remember going as a teenager and like seeing my friends' battered up cars like also getting off the freeway. And like you get off 4th South and it's just like everywhere, you know, going up the
Everybody's gay on Pride
street.
weekend.
Everybody's gay on Pride
You're gonna run into at least 5 exes there.
Yeah,
Okay.
oh god, yeah.
It's a
So you
small
get off the
community.
freeway
Yep.
and you see everybody showing up.
Yep.
And you gotta
Park-
find a place to park.
Yeah, you gotta find
And
a
you
place
try to find
park.
a free place to park because you're a broke ass, and so you like
have to
park
park,
like 20
while
blocks away.
And it's hot.
And
It's
it's
100
Which is
so
fine
hot.
because that's enough time to drink a beer or whatever it is else
That's
that you're
true.
gonna drink on the
So
way
then you
over there.
walk to where they hold the event.
And for me, I
what
had to
happens?
escape my parents' home because it was I always went on the Sunday day,
Uh-huh.
and I wasn't allowed to do things on Sunday, so I just had to like
Bounce.
bounce
While they were at
basically
church.
while they were at church, and then just be away.
Be MIA
Yeah.
like a soldier at war. Gone.
Okay.
No one knows.
Yeah.
For now.
So yeah, then you arrive. Sorry, it's about the sidetrack, but then you arrive at the park. There's like I don't know, like I feel like overall the Salt Lake one felt pretty family friendly, but then there's like the bad row, or
There's
I'm
always
bad quotation marks, but like the like
adults.
BDSM stuff and
Okay, but back up because like when you walk in, there's always like 5 people with picket signs that are just like
oh yeah,
you're
gonna
going
burn
to
in
hell.
hell.
There's always like
Really
a
missed
small little group of protesters.
yep.
But you're not afraid.
No, you're like there's so many more gay people than you 5 people with.
Yes. So to me, that felt like that's one of the first feelings that I remember walking up to Pride is like seeing protesters, but then also looking around and seeing so many other people that are on the opposite side of those signs. And that was like the first time that I felt like I was in a majority.
Yeah, it's like for once and ever, like
Yes.
I'm around all of my people and you can't really with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you walk in, you're at a park, it's hot, you found a place to park, you're trying to remember where you parked. You go in, you're feeling safe, you see all the gays.
And all your ex-girlfriends that you've
Or
ever had or
boyfriends.
boyfriends.
All of them.
Yep.
all
Literally
there.
every single one of them.
Everybody's there. Everyone
Those couple
from your
girlfriends are there.
yeah. You're trying to avoid people that you know.
Yep.
But you're also trying to be seen by people that you know. And you want to be like hot as fuck.
Oh my god, it's so true.
And then there's like, from what I remember, there's like booths.
yeah.
There's booths.
Vendors
So you
and
go-
free shit.
There's a bunch of free shit. Like every single booth. So
stickers, keychains,
like
condoms.
Home Depot.
Do you remember the get married booth? Anyone?
Nope.
Anyone?
Sure don't. I didn't go to
So
Pride that
before
year.
marriage was legal, they did like a very like fun, we're gonna get you married at Pride.
Was it
booth.
just like a photo opportunity?
Yes, it was like a
Ooh.
photo and like
That's kind of a slap in the face.
And-
Look at it.
and like
I don't
a-
know about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
some sort of certificate
Yikes.
Mm.
Okay.
This
at
isn't
the
legal,
Pride.
but
It's clearly not
It's
legal.
like, it's only okay. in
but
this
the line
area.
for that was long.
Oh, I'm sure it was with a bunch
So,
of 19-year-olds.
I'm just saying. You guys don't remember? You guys don't remember that?
No, I remember the chair. Everybody wanted their picture taken in that huge leopard print chair.
I don't remember a chair.
Do you guys remember the booth of devout Mormons who were also gay?
Oh,
was it like the Mama Dragons booth or
No,
like the-
it was a lot of like older gay men. I think like celibacy is a big part of their doctrine.
Oh,
Right.
Very much like we are gay, we're here at Pride, but we're also Mormon and we believe that
we're putting our faith ahead of our sexuality.
yes. I also want to talk about Pride in Ogden and how they do their Pride weekend in August, which I think is insane. And
I feel like by August, everyone's kind of like prided out.
I'm way too gay by July. And
Way
so
too
August
gay
is
by
like I've gone backwards a little.
I also feel like all of the events that are happening that are going on at the Monarch, they very much seem to be in tune with doing like June stuff. Like if you remember last year, they did the Talia Keys show,
Oh, that's
and that was for their
yeah.
Pride thing.
They also did the, like the drag show. Remember?
Oh yeah, they did that drag
It was
show.
like the youth drag show.
Yep. And WB's was involved in that.
Mhm.
And this year, I don't know all the details about everything, but this year they're doing that adult queer prom. And then they're doing like a rainbow market in mid-June as well at the Monarch. So I feel so just to kind of go back to what you're saying, I feel like it's interesting because Ogden Pride as an organization seems pretty firmly rooted in doing their Pride festivities in August, but it seems like other organizations within Ogden are kind of sticking with the traditional route.
So clearly
and
they're
doing
not
their festivities.
associated.
Yeah.
I know.
So-
I don't know. I'm just I don't know why Ogden doesn't get with June.
I agree.
They don't want to just like
I agree. I think
Celebrate
Ogden should get with June. That's when Pride Month is. I don't even
do the
if- don't-
second weekend.
Yeah,
and
don't
then Salt
stay in
Lake
the
does-
same with Salt Lake.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
I think-
Well,
yeah.
we'll talk to the mayor and
I'm sure he'll care a lot about our cause.
yes, he will. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. All right.
Can we talk about Ogden Pride, how it's like exclusively family friendly,
Yes.
which is an interesting dynamic?
yes, and how that is different from Salt Lake. Cuz Salt Lake has some different events that Ogden does not.
Well, and Salt Lake's probably like 3 or 4 times as big,
Yeah.
and it's very like more what you would probably think about when you think about Pride.
What do you mean?
About like
Like, they're gonna have
family
enough
friendly.
patrons anyway.
Oh,
They're
right.
gonna
There's
sell
plenty
enough
of like
tickets, whether-
single queers in Salt Lake County.
Exactly.
that
It's
are
more
gonna-
of a
or friends that don't
club bar atmosphere.
Yeah. Yes.
Than
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Then a
picnic.
bring your
Yes,
children.
and come get little
Yeah.
face like temporary
Right.
tattoos
Yes.
and
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
probably also why it's not in June and it's not like a thing. You
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, I feel like Ogden Pride feels more like just a little more
Like Pioneer
colorful.
Day.
It's just like a little more colorful
Like
farmers
gay Pioneer
market.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
There's a few more corporate sponsors. We got like a case of Kleenex last year
I
from
like that.
yeah, I was
Kimberly
stoked about
Clark.
that. Well, and I mean, they did have some good entertainment. I feel like they did a fun community drag show, and they do some fun events. And I don't know. There's an argument for sure for having family-friendly events. It's not my particular cup of tea because I feel like, I don't know, the queer community deserves to be represented as it is, and like not trying to be bashful about the truth about things.
Yeah, I think we have to be bashful in a lot of ways, and trying to be bashful on a day when we're celebrating ourselves, it's hard to have that. But, you know, at the same time, you want to encourage education.
For sure.
So there's
you
a line.
want to have a good balance of like,
yeah,
you don't want it to just be like, you know, to fall into the stereotypical mold of what straight cis society thinks of us as. It's just like, you don't want it to just like look like a sex fest. Or
so no, but that brings up a point, right? Wasn't there some controversy lately about like the BDSM culture and having that like
Everyone's
those types of
looking at me.
floats in
Yeah.
the remember, I thought I sent you something on Instagram or something. It was like this controversy about BDSM and how to like sort of separate that from pride, and like why do we need like leather clad assless chaps
Why don't we need it?
Here's
happening
my thing.
at Pride?
Here's what I say.
It
Can
needs to
I-
be family friendly. It's in the same vein. That's why I brought it up. Is because this
It
was
is.
a
If
recent like thing.
if the leather assless chap parade is on at 10 a.m. and I have kids, like I go at noon.
Right.
Right?
You
Like-
just like, if you don't
If
want
I
to
don't
do
want
that,
them to
then
look,
just don't.
if I don't
go.
want them to like know about this, then I just don't go at that time.
right.
Mhm.
I
No,
don't go
get
to
it.
the
I know,
Otter
but, you know,
Daddy
it's
party.
It's not about that. It's about like, yeah, I don't know.
I think
you know
we're-
there's
It's
bigger
not really
things
about that,
happening
yeah.
here.
We're also in a new phase that I feel like the queer community hasn't had to deal with because people are coming out younger. So,
yeah,
you know, when we were,
true.
you know, when we came out, or like
It was
30 years ago, it was adult
parade.
only. Like kids
Yeah.
weren't coming out then.
right?
So I think it's just,
Seemed to
It's
be a very
evolving.
adult situation altogether. Right?
yeah, because there wasn't kids there. Like that wasn't a thing. But now kids are coming out younger. And so it's like,
Do you think
let's
there's,
create
like,
a space for them.
Do you think there's like a specifically like 17 and under event at Pride at any one of our like Salt Lake or Ogden?
I feel like
You know what I
have
mean?
seen
Like
stuff
a little bit
that.
of a junior,
sure.
Pride junior.
In fact, there was an 18 and under Pride event that I saw a flyer for at Coffee Links
okay.
that happened like in
Okay,
March.
good.
Like there are many.
Okay.
And I don't know how well connected and how well plugged in those young communities are, because it's really just word of mouth getting that stuff out.
Oh, we wanted to talk about the Pride outfit.
Yeah.
So
Let's
the
talk about
Pride outfit,
your Pride outfit.
to my knowledge, is like the hottest shit you could possibly be wearing, so that all
In the
your
hot sun.
exes and all your future exes could see.
Oh, wow. And your future.
That's true, dude. And didn't you I always wore a tank top and
Always, huh?
Oh,
It was so hot, you had to wear a tank top.
I didn't.
Oh.
I never bear arms. I don't.
and you've always been that way.
Yeah, I'm just not comfortable.
I just always wanted to wear tank tops, and I always got sunburnt as so.
Oh my god, yeah.
Was there anything else that you'd always bring?
Very little,
Yeah,
which
very
concerns me
little.
now with
Yeah. Like
how
money?
long I
Would you
was in
bring
the
a lot of
sun.
money?
Yeah, I would bring
Would you
money.
save up money and
I
stuff?
wouldn't have very much money. I would have like $40 or $50 on me, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was like hopefully I would have $40 or $50 to spend. Like, I did not have money at that time.
Mm-hmm.
What was your outfit? What's your outfit? If you think about it, what's your outfit?
I didn't have, like, I've only been to probably three parades.
What's
in my
your
life.
future outfit? Now that you know what the deal is, give me your ideal.
My ideal, like, back then, thinking about it, because what I would be wearing now is, I don't think, the same.
Give me your now. Like, if you're going to Pride this year,
What's your goal?
What are you wearing?
Is it all white?
Honey, what did you wear?
It's not all white.
What did you wear
What
when you
am I,
went in the past?
Angel, a pure angel? I can
You're getting married. You're going to the booth, the marriage booth.
No.
It's just like
at the Paper Moon.
flowing in.
So when I was going to Pride at the Paper Moon, after Pride, there was a party, and it was the all-white party.
Problematic.
And the Paper Moon was the lesbian bar.
Yeah.
Mm. So you had to wear an all-white outfit to Pride and
was
get it all
practical.
sweaty.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You don't really have a car. You barely have a car, probably.
yeah, you're not changing in your
just-
car.
No, you're just wearing what you're wearing.
Oh, and hoping you
All
don't get it all
white.
dirty.
It seems
and-
really
all white.
risky.
It does.
Feels like risky business.
I think I did it once.
And did you like sit on the grass and then your butt was green or something?
You know I don't remember, Lisa. Wait, did you guys ever go when there was like a VIP, like 21 section?
No.
I remember going when there was a beer garden, but it wasn't like a VIP.
Okay. I think maybe those were one and the same
Oh.
at one point. Because I remember going and there was no beer section. We smuggled the booze. There was no booze. There
There
wasn't.
were some wild times.
Yeah. We smuggled
trying
the
to
beer.
smuggle
And it was really just a flask.
liquor into
Yeah.
places.
It was not like a party time event. It was like people went because they were together, not because they were drinking and partying. I mean, obviously you did.
It was
but-
because you wanted to like go
But
show
you
off
gotta
your
do
And
it.
hold
Yeah, you
hands with
just-
your girlfriend or
You
whatever.
felt
Right.
to
Yeah.
be
Show it
there.
off.
Yes.
Mhm.
You're like, today, this is the day we're doing it. If we're not doing it every day, which sometimes we do it around people we feel comfortable, we'll hold hands. But for sakes, we're going to Library Square and we're going to hold hands.
In
And we're
front of
gonna-
everyone.
And people are going to applaud us.
And we're going to walk to all those booths.
And
Every
Home,
single one.
Home Depot's
I'm
going to
gonna
give us
have,
a
like,
recyclable
15
grocery
ballpoint
bag.
pens when I leave that place.
Bastard.
Yes, so many fucking pens.
Oh my god.
It's
You
like
guys, it's so
90%
true.
pens.
It's so true. It's just like
But
go.
now it's become a production. It's like a whole event. It's like a festival now.
yeah,
like, it's
with
a-
like way more entertainment.
Yeah.
It's
well,
a
there's a whole,
multi-week thing, is it not, this year?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's the whole month. It's a
What-
Pride
yeah,
month.
Well, yeah, but I think over Salt Lake it's
It's
just
like a whole
few-
week.
Okay, is it a week?
I think
didn't-
it's-
Yeah, I think it's a week, but then like other businesses and things are doing stuff throughout the whole month.
Okay. There's like a 5K.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Pride March. There's a Pride Parade.
Well,
There's always
Separate.
like a grand marshal who comes in and does like,
The gayest in the land.
who is
Right?
it this year? Do you know?
I don't know, I haven't seen.
Hmm.
I went to the like grand marshal reception one year when it was Janet Mock.
Okay, how did you get connected with that? That's wacky.
It was when I was working with Outreach,
Okay.
which is like it was a youth community program here in Ogden that was for queer youth. But because I was part of that organization, we helped a lot with Pride that year.
Okay.
Like we were in the parade and we got to unfurl the rainbow ribbons. So, okay, this is like one of the pictures. So there's all these different colors and then they do like a ceremony and we each had a color and like it's synchronized to music and like people are all gathered down below.
No.
So this is on the roof of the library.
That sounds
Wow.
fantastic.
So it's like they're not small like party streamers. They're like big
they're
swaths.
huge.
Okay.
And you can like see them from the I need to
that's
find
cool. That's
a
really
picture. And look, I have like a headset on. Like they like were telling us when to do it. It was like timed to music.
Okay. I thought you were
wanna
just
see.
like littering off the top of the library.
No, like we were asked to perform this ceremony. It was like very official. Like Janet Mock was there.
That's
It was like-
cool.
No, I don't remember.
I like that.
Anyways, Pride is where you see people that maybe you don't want to see.
And you never would expect.
or maybe you do want to see.
Or perhaps
sort of
you would
not.
expect.
Either way, you
That was
want to
really
look
nice of you.
your best.
You want to look your best. You want to be, it's like you're
You wanna be
going
your
to the
hottest
club.
self.
Yeah.
You want to be your hottest self.
You want your club out.
And you will be your hottest self because it's 110 degrees.
Yes. Whether you want it or not, you better just plan for it. And which I never did because I was way too young to understand that the sunlight was bad.
That is the next thing I want to talk about is what advice would you give to a first-time Pride goer? And my
Sunscreen.
suggestion is sunscreen.
Oh my God. Old.
And water.
We're old.
And water. Lots of water.
For real sunscreen, though, I got sunburned every year.
Yeah.
And you're like, God damn it, not
I would get
again.
I would get sunburned like on the ride down to Salt Lake. Like in the car, I'd get sunburned.
It's like what you like never emerge into the daylight unless it's Pride.
No, you know me.
Here's to that.
My skin was like 15 years younger back then. It's
like
like
a
a newborn lizard.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
I'm sorry. Okay, so advice.
Is there any other
Drink.
any advice? For...
Drink more water.
Drink more water.
It doesn't matter how much you drink more.
Yeah.
Wear good shoes. Like, don't wear shoes that you're walking around the whole time.
You know what? You're hotter if you're in comfortable clothes.
Yeah.
By the way, like you're
Comfy
at your
is
hottest when you're comfortable.
The shoe thing,
Yeah.
Lisa, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody's going to listen to shoe advice. Come on.
Why?
But they're going to take sunscreen advice?
Yes, because that has nothing to do with their whole outfit.
You can have
They
a hot
just want to
look.
be like completely sticky all over.
They want to be wearing heels that sing into the grass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is my advice. That's a poor choice.
It's a lot longer time that you're out in the sun than you think. That's probably my advice. You're going to be out there way longer than you anticipate.
Here's my
And
advice.
You're going to be
Pre-game.
dehydrated.
Pre-game. That's
They're going to do that.
that's not even advice. Like that's rule 1A. Pre-game for Pride.
Yeah. There's too much emotional situations that are going to happen. You're going to need some
I'm
alcohol.
sweating. They're just thinking about it.
All right. You got your Pride outfit.
Lisa.
You may or may not run into your former lover with your current lover, and that may or may not be awkward.
Yeehaw!
Just like write your Dee Dee's phone number on your arm in Sharpie.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I think
or just like
the same way that when you get married and if you do it yourself, make sure you have people that are cleaning up.
yeah. For
So it's
you.
not you.
Right. The day after.
Please.
wait, Pride.
No,
I
sorry.
said
We're
if
cleaning
you're
up
getting
Pride
gay,
wedding.
if you're getting gay married,
Oh, we're at the booth.
and you're
We're at the
really
booth.
and you're in a DIY situation, the part you don't think about is the cleaning up. And did this happen to you? Yes. So get a cleanup crew.
So I'm taking it from everyone's reaction that none of us are really planning on going to Pride in Salt Lake City
No.
this
You haven't
year.
been for a while. Like
It's been a pandemic,
Us
and
either.
also like we're old, and
We haven't
it
been
sounds
for a
shitty.
while.
It just
We've
doesn't
never been
sound-
together
yeah,
to
it's-
Salt Lake. We've been to Ogden, but
It just doesn't sound fun. to
It's
me.
fun for a certain age group.
Yeah, it was very fun when
We've
I was
aged
a
out.
youth, but it doesn't.
If the tracks ran
Intrigue
on
me.
Sunday, I would think about it.
Yeah.
Wait.
You don't want to drive.
Okay.
I will never drive to Salt Lake. Well, okay. I will never
Unless
drive
it's
to
to
Salt
get your
Lake.
hair cut.
You're right. Shout out to my barber.
Cass.
My last question is, if you had to pick another city outside of Salt Lake or Ogden where you got to go to their Pride Festival, what city would it be? And if you can explain, please do so.
San Francisco.
The cliche answer.
Liz, haven't you been to San
I've
Francisco
been to San
Pride?
Francisco Pride.
Talk about it.
I'm the cliche answer.
You guys talk about it.
Should we like go around and talk about all like our favorite Pride memory?
No, the question was if you could go to any other Pride.
Okay, we'll answer this first.
I would say San Francisco. I haven't gone to San Francisco
Okay.
Pride.
You can't pick San Francisco.
I feel like
Who's already been there?
it's like a pilgrimage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of like a thing that I feel like you have some want to do in your soul, and I would, but it's not, you know, I obviously haven't, but that would be, if I had to pick one, if someone's like, you get a free trip to any
Right.
Pride in the world.
But it can't be Salt Lake City.
No, I go
It's
to San
like
Francisco.
the Pride to go
San-
to.
Yeah.
We chose Salt Lake
You're like,
City.
I want to go to Salt Lake City.
Oh my god.
The big city.
big city.
You sound like
American Fork, Utah.
you sound like the little mouse in like Fievel Goes West.
Thank you. I love that movie.
She does.
I really do.
I do too, but I feel like you're like, I'm a little mouse in a big city. I'm going west. Like,
That's my whole life. It's just a little mouse in a big city.
It's funny because it's true.
a little mouse in a big city.
I said San Francisco.
Lisa, what was your answer?
I think it would be really fun to do like some.
Body once told me the world is gonna run me.
Like,
Hey,
in the
shit. She was
Sharp as
looking
two?
kind of dumb with
Two.
a finger and a thumb in the shape
Shrek
of a nail.
on her forehead.
you just
Wow.
think of Shrek when you hear Smash Bros?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's called Smash.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
This
I wanna
is
say-
exactly how a Pride episode
Okay.
should go.
We need to wrap this shit up.
Because we would
Lisa.
not be wearing sunscreen right
I
now
want
if we were in
tacos.
this.
Yeah,
Wait.
we will.
I would want to go to like Vancouver or like I know Canada loves the gays, and so I,
didn't
think
know we were doing
Toronto.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
international.
very cool.
well,
yeah, you could do international.
this person said they'd let us go anywhere for
Yeah,
Pride.
You're right. Toronto?
Canada,
You want to go to
Okay.
Canada?
Canada.
Well, little Jackie Shane want to go there
Yeah.
too, so can't be so bad.
Kai, what's your situation?
I think it would be cool to go to Pride like on the east side of the US. I don't know exactly like what city there, but I just feel like it would be a completely different group of people, and I think that
Okay.
would be fun. So
Yeah.
somewhere on the east coast.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Maybe like a Florida Pride?
No, listen to me. No, listen to me.
I wouldn't go there.
If I was a completely different person, I would say Miami.
I was going to say Miami.
maybe.
What do you mean a completely
maybe.
different person?
'Cause,
What version
like-
of yourself?
Maybe that could be
There
The
fun.
one that likes the heat.
There's,
It's
like,
the
no
golden. It's the
version
Golden
of
Girls
me.
version.
That ever wants to be in Miami in June.
And it's like party season,
God, it
and it
sounds
would.
awful.
Humid.
But I bet it's a lot of fun, like, for the part of me that likes having fun, which is, like, just a Casper of a wisp
Sometimes.
that, like...
A Casper of a Wisp. Are you writing a poem?
Yeah.
It's like Casper's ghost.
Yeah, Casper's.
A Casper
Ghost.
of a Wisp.
It's a Casper.
I liked Casper of a
Cubed.
Wisp better.
Okay.
You sounded really
Casper
intelligent
cubed.
All right. Thank you.
and artistic.
Thank you. This has been Toasted Lavender.
No, we haven't even talked about our own Pride experiences,
I'm
and
so
you
sorry.
didn't choose a city.
Oh, okay.
You were just.
I was
throwing
talking about Casper.
Are you going to Miami? You said only if.
No.
What's your real answer?
Yeah, what is your answer?
What is my answer? I'd probably pick San Francisco too.
You give Lindsay so much
Then
shit.
where do you guys go?
Anyway, let's move on to when you think of Pride, you probably have some scene in your mind, but there's also probably like some particular thing that happened that is very memorable at some Pride event. Like the most memorable thing that you could think of at Pride that happened to you. If you've already mentioned it, then that's fine. But like, I think that, you know, there are a lot of them that like the emotional state of a Pride situation is very high. So there's a lot of opportunity for memorable moments to happen. And so that's what I'm asking.
We ran into like my ex.
Right, the basketball player.
He was just wearing a basketball jersey, honey. He was wearing a Kevin Garnett jersey.
He was tall. Doesn't that mean he automatically plays basketball?
Jesus.
Who's also wearing a jersey. Hello.
Hello. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did
Boy.
we run into
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, what the was he doing there?
Wasn't he with a woman?
No.
I
They
don't
were
know.
having a family date. Did the woman have a daughter or a son?
He was bisexual, if I remember correctly. So I think he was at Pride for Pride reasons.
All right. Fair enough.
I don't know.
How old did you think he was?
I don't.
Well,
It was
at the
his
time, he was
family.
probably close to 30.
I was
Oh,
just,
okay, so that's accurate.
Just kidding, he was 25.
I was just thinking about how he could totally dunk on me at any time.
Don't
He
worry.
was
This
so
is your
tall.
favorite Pride moment. Pride memory.
Running into an
The most
awkward ex
memorable.
that could dunk on you.
And getting baby birded shots.
Dunk
Yes,
on
and
anyone.
getting baby birded warm liquor.
Listen.
That's
You
how
consented to this situation.
I was there. I was ready. It was bad. Yeah, I will never do that again. I'm 34.
All right, so here's the
Oh, wait, you're not going to do that.
here's the revised
Don't
advice.
ask me to do.
Can we go back to the advice we'd give, which is do not take shots out of a stranger's mouth.
Yeah, do not.
No.
It's warm.
First
and
timers don't do
uncomfortable.
it. They're just trying to take advantage
You
of you,
too.
okay? Not you. Everyone else.
Kai, what was your favorite? Or most memorable?
For me, the most memorable thing was literally like trying to plan how the fuck I was gonna get to go, because I knew if I was just like, I'm going to Pride, my parents wouldn't let me. So
There was a whole like
it
production.
was a whole rigmarole to get there, and then finally we would meet at my girlfriend's place in Kaysville and then take the...
She had her own place.
No.
Oh.
She lived with her mom, but her mom was like...
Sorry.
Was 45 years old.
No,
That's
no,
a good pride
no.
lesson for you first timers. Don't you trust those people?
No. Okay, but we would take the bus because there was a bus that would run from Kaysville to Salt Lake even on Sunday. But I also remember many years we really, really wanted to go to the parade. And so we would just solicit everyone we knew for a ride.
To drive you down early.
Yeah, to drive us down early to go to the parade because that was kind of my favorite part. And honestly, still, if I was ever to go to anything, it's just fun to see everybody and everybody who's all there, and so many gay little happiness moments and so many very drunk, jolly dancing people, and it just feels like a very joyous thing. So I always liked the parades, and I always stressed about getting there.
I don't know that I've ever gone to a parade part of Pride. I bet it's really fun.
It's just a joyous celebration. The festival to me, really, I know we all joked about this earlier, but I went every year for a long time, and the last time I went was while I was still in college, and it was just this is literally walking around and looking at booths.
Yeah.
And then there's some strange entertainment happening on the stage that isn't really capturing my attention.
Okay, this has been Toasty
Yeah, for real.
Lindsay? Huh. What's your most memorable moment at Pride? For the good or the bad?
Is it running into my ex-boyfriend or baby birding me liquor?
The NBA player. Kevin Garnett.
Oh yeah,
That
Kevin
we ran
Garnett.
into.
Right,
That was
sure.
also your former ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, my former ex-boyfriend.
The former.
This is my most memorable Pride moment was seeing my dad at Pride, which was not with you because I tried to verify if it was with you or
No,
not.
I think that was the year before we met.
I didn't really know anything about my dad's sexual orientation or identity. I just knew that he and my mom didn't like each other. And
then he saw him at Pride.
I was stumbling around Pride, and stumbling's probably not a good word, but maybe it is because I feel like it was really early on, and I don't really think that I was really drinking. I think I was just there, wide-eyed and sort of trying to absorb everything, because there's a lot when you get there and you're not expecting so much of what you think you probably need. And I was walking across the grass, and I just turned, and out of the corner of my eye I saw my dad, and my first instinct was to hide, turn around so that he couldn't see my face. And then I said something to the people that I was with, and I was like, I think that's my dad. And they're like, for real? I was like, yeah. And one of the people that I was there with knew who my dad was, and looked over my shoulder for me.
Yeah.
It's behind me. Yeah, that's your dad. And I'm like, well, he probably knows that I'm looking at him. So I just went over there, and I was like, hey, Dad.
God.
Welcome to Pride.
I was like,
So awkward.
how's it going? And he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And I was like, what are you doing here?
Oh my God.
And we sort of nodded at each other. and like didn't really say much else, and then we parted ways. It was very much like a holy shit, hi, don't want to get into this now. I will see you later.
We will begin ignoring.
Did you ever have a discussion about it after, like,
No.
confronting it?
No. But it feels very much like my dad's style to just sort of like, surprise.
Damn, that's wild, dude.
Deal with it. It was wild. I don't think it was like my first Pride. Maybe it was, but it was one of the first couple, 3. I didn't go to that many before I was like, okay, I can't do that anymore. Because my emotional and physical health can't handle it all the time.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to deal
It's
with.
very overwhelming if you have any type of like.
It's very validating at first.
Yeah.
It's almost like something that you need, like something that you need to validate your existence, right?
Well, you want to
sort
be
of
like a peacock, right? And
Yes.
like kind of strut around and
Yeah.
like show off all your feathers.
You're tired
Yeah.
of trying to hide who you are, and there's this moment to not hide anymore, and it feels really good. But then after a while, it's really hard to absorb all the feelings that are in that small of a space.
Right. Well, and that's hard when we live in an area where everybody knows everybody, and like you have a lot of exes that are gonna be in these spaces, or
Friends that were on your ex's side that you're like,
sure, and you want to avoid that. You'd
Yeah.
rather avoid them.
yeah.
Or like a relative that you didn't expect to see. Like,
Yeah.
what a horrible coincidence. I just cannot imagine how insane that would be.
I don't think he told me before that, and I don't think he told me after that. I think he relied on that situation to tell
This
me.
is coming out.
He's like, "Ugh, I never have to come out to either of my children.
Yeah, he was probably really
Like,
stoked
thank
about
God.
it.
Yeah, I bet he was really stoked about it after it was done. To be honest with you, I bet he was like, wow, I never have to talk to him about this. This
No,
is
they
great.
get it. Yeah, it's clear.
Like the old one will talk to the young one, and
Yeah, it's over.
The old one.
Did you say your
a queer
Pride
joy?
memory already?
Mm-mm.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
Please go.
Probably the whole San Francisco Pride experience. It was a nice little bow on top. Like, we did the whole drive up the coast to San Francisco from LA, and we did the parade and the whole like tour of the Castro, and went to gay clubs, and we went to the actual like festival itself, and it's wild.
Did you do like any type of, was this like a self-made tour type of thing where you like planned it all out, or?
So this was a month before I came out, so I wasn't out yet.
You're like, this is just all so neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also neat.
Also neat.
And it was like a last minute invitation from my friend who ended up being my girlfriend later.
Yeehaw.
And she was like,
As you had always hoped.
and it was like, I'm going up to San Francisco for the weekend to Pride. Do you want to come with? And I was like, oh, that sounds like kind of a once in a lifetime place to be dropped.
What an amazing opportunity.
What an amazing opportunity. And she had done an internship at HRC in Washington, D.C. right before that. So it was like a reunion with a
She
bunch
had
of
like
the people.
connections, right? You've said something about this before.
Yeah, so one of the people who worked there with her was living in San Francisco and had one of those like crazy houses like on Full House where there's like 12 people living there sort of thing, and was like, hey, we're just like putting down a ton of mattresses. Everyone's welcome to come crash at our place.
That's wild.
So I don't remember
that about Full House.
Oh
it
my
was,
God.
yeah, that part wasn't in the show.
No.
But it was one of those really cool, like, iconic San Francisco.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about.
No, but
we
it's just
walked
like-
by we walked by those. You remember?
Yeah.
And you all just crashed there the whole and
We stayed up
That's
there
fun.
2 nights.
That's really fun.
We went to Dolores Park, which is like the iconic gay park in the middle of the city.
This weekend.
I feel like that was like one of those core memories. Like it's one of those experiences that like makes you into the person
Right.
you are.
Yeah.
Like I feel like my coming out would have been very different if I hadn't had that experience.
Okay.
well, and then didn't you come out like 2 months later?
1 month later. It was amazing though. It was so cool to see
They turned you gay.
that they
didn't
turned me
they?
gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We drank a lot of Fireball, which I don't think I've had Fireball
That's
since.
the gay Kool-Aid for those of you that.
The gay, it was never mine. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's my sister. She's also gay, so it was her gay Kool-Aid, not mine.
good.
It's so bad.
It's
Ugh,
not
makes
good.
me wanna. Ugh.
Well,
I feel queasy about it.
I danced in a gay
Like
bar with
Southern
like a bunch of
Comfort?
topless, sweaty
which is worse?
men. Like it was like a gay bar.
Okay.
Only a couple lesbians in that bar.
They got lost on the way to the other gay bar.
Yeah, and I have a couple rolls of undeveloped film from that trip
What?
that
You
You
don't
need to
dare
develop?
get developed.
I just haven't.
Why?
And I need to. I took my film camera.
Why didn't you develop them?
I just haven't had a dark room to do it.
Lisa, every year that you wait, it's getting more expensive to develop film.
Yeah.
You need to just
That's
do
a
it.
good
It's
point.
probably like $85 at this point. You gotta just do it.
Maybe this is the year.
Yeah. Just do it.
I'm sure there's some wacky shit.
We can release it on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Now, 5, 4, 3,
You go.
2, 1. Queer joy.
Hello, my name is Lisa, and my queer joy.
We have liftoff.
Okay, my queer joy this week is a really fun gift that Kai and I were given this week by my sister and her person. They went to the Real game and they released some of their Pride merchandise for this year. Real's our professional soccer team here, and they got us some fun shirts, and Kai got some socks that had like the rainbow logo on them, and then a fun scarf. So it's just like a nice little present. And they're doing Pride stuff for the whole month of June too. So all of their games, they have like a Pride jersey that they're wearing. And then everyone's encouraged to wear all the gay shit.
I think it's interesting that soccer is like the sport that has taken the gays and ran with them.
I agree. That is interesting.
I think it helps too that the main owner of Real is the owner of the Jazz, who's like
Okay.
very outwardly, openly supportive.
Ryan
Smith seems to be like pretty progressive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pretty.
Mhm.
Sure.
Can we give one more shout out to soccer?
Probably.
The U.S. men and women's soccer teams are going to be equally paid.
Damn. That's big. Cheers
Yeah,
to
wow.
that. Cheers to that, everybody.
If only they could do that in the NBA.
Amen.
Amen to you. Our queer joy is that we're having our front lawn landscaped, I think, tomorrow. Or maybe next week, or landscapers, am I right?
It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine, but we're super stoked about it.
That's joyous.
That's really fun. You're going to have the
best looking yard on the block.
Yeah.
And we took some time off of work, and we're going to do some spring house projects and like cleaning and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's so nice. I have the weekend off, so that's something.
That's pretty nice.
And you're going to hang out in your yard and lay
Do
in
some
the
house
sun
projects and chill out.
like a lizard.
Yeah. So my queer joy is Lisa called me the other day. I was at Salt and Hops working, and she called me and she was like, "You are never going to believe what I have to tell you." And I'm like scared. Yeah, you were like startling. And I was like, "Okay, what is it?" And she's like, "Our neighbors are moving." So
I sound like a real big asshole.
You're like, never gonna believe.
No,
You
that's not asshole. That's not asshole.
I'm still very
very
happy.
happy.
These are our least favorite
We
people.
do not. These people have not been very good neighbors.
They're
to
not
us.
good neighbors.
They're not neighborly.
And they have
They're rude to their
an
dog.
out of control animal situation that is very concerning to us because of their dog and their cats.
And they're
And
10,000
their-
cats.
Yeah.
And their cats like pee all over our doorstep like every night to mark their territory no matter how much I come out and clean it. And it's just like the smell gets into our house. Like it's just not a fun thing. So I'm very happy that they will be departing.
I hope they take their cat.
We
I
need to
hope so,
trap
too.
whatever is left over.
Whatever's left, yeah,
and
we're
take
calling.
it to
Take it
the
Yeah.
pound
Yeah.
because
But the joy is that
These people are going to move away.
Yeah.
yeah, the joy is that they're leaving.
And I am putting it out into the world that we are accepting applications for a
To be a
vibey new
neighbor.
neighbor.
Yeah,
Please.
let's gay up the neighborhood a little bit.
I would love it if we had gay neighbors.
or just probably almost any other neighbor.
Like anyone will do.
Just some chill ass people that are relatively normal. That's
With
all.
no feral cats
Or feral children.
or children.
Oh yeah, those kids.
Those kids are.
I saw that
They
hair.
snapped my apple tree.
Oh no, I didn't think we'd
All
get
right,
into this.
let's not
not
talk
queer
about
joy.
it. Let's not talk
That's
about
not
it. It's
queer joy,
okay.
honey.
Hey, love y'all. And
We have some exciting stuff happening this month.
yeah,
We
Should we talk about it?
yeah. So
DM us to convince us to come to the Salt
DM
Lake
us.
Pride weekend.
How would someone DM you, Alex?
I assume they open up a message and send it to you.
Via
Like an
carrier
email?
pigeon.
It's like an email, but it's on Instagram.
What's your email address?
Silly, come on.
Instagram dot.
That's Lisa,
So
you
stupid.
asshole.
Hey, just send us something.
DM us.
DM us. Just
That's correct.
bother us. Bother us.
You can DM us anytime. You'll likely be DMing Kai.
That is true.
I'm never gonna know if you DM us.
I
so-
will
Alex won't
respond,
get it.
and
Just
I will let
the
Alex
first
know if
things-
it is necessary.
Yeah, the first things that you're gonna have to write are to Alex.
Yeah,
Colon.
if you want it to be to
Space, and then the message. And then it'll fax it right over to me once I hook up my fax machine.
So we have sponsored the LQ, our sister publication, to do a fundraiser at the farmers market that will be on Saturday, June 18th at Lavender Vinyl. And we will be selling pots and plants that have been painted by lots of artists all over Ogden.
It goes to a good cause. It's for the LQ episode 3, right?
Yep.
Version 3.
Yep.
And that'll come out.
episode 3. in
That's a-
analog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That'll
like
come
that.
out in the
Episode
fall,
3.
right?
Hopefully. I hope
raise
that
enough
the
money?
fundraiser is successful enough that it will come out in the fall.
So we're having some local artists. They came over and picked up some pots, and they're going to paint them.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to be all unique. And I think some of them are going to have plants
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
sale in them.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of them you can pick up
Plant yourself.
and plant yourself. I'm not sure of all the details, but I'm very excited about it when I heard about it. So thank you for all of the people that have donated so far.
And to our Patreon supporters, because it was their contributions that we were able to buy the pots. So thank you.
Right. Thank you very much to all of our
That's what
Patreon
we're
people.
sponsoring for this month, if you will.
And if you're not a Patreon supporter and you would like to, you can check us out at Toasted Lavender Podcast on the Patreon website.
Patreon.com/toastedlavenderpodcast.com.
Backslash.
All right.
Join.
Joined.
Backslash.
Backslash
donate.
account.
Oh,
backslash
wow.
donate.
Oh, wow.
Backslash. Sign up for an account.
Oh.
Guys.
Facts, Alex.
Just send me a fax. Thank you very much.
Mobile
Okay.
fax.
Thank you all for listening. This has been Toasted Lavender Podcast. Happy Pride Month, June.
Happy Pride Month. Yeah.
And
Wear your sunscreen.
Maybe we'll
Drink
see
a
you
lot
there.
of water.
Drink
God
a lot of
damn
water.
it.
We're proud of our Mormonism, too.